My name is Dana Nessel, and I'm the Michigan Attorney General. The authentic leadership of women is just making certain that we have female voices that are at the table in every important conversation. So it's having gender parity, gender equity, and making sure that when you have important decisions that are being made about the lives of women, that women are included in those conversations. And that's making sure that whether you're in the boardroom, whether you're in the legislature, or whether you are convening for the purpose of just having conversations that will have an impact on women, that you're including women in those conversations at all times. Be careful for what you wish for. And, you have to understand that if what you're looking for is a perfect work-life balance, you're never going to have it in certain occupations. I think that's a bit of a myth to say, women could have it all. Well, there's always going to be sacrifices that you have to make. And if you want to really climb the ladder professionally, then you're going to give up something, and that's going to be personal time. It'll be time with your family. It'll be the amount of time you get to watch, your favorite Bravo show. Not to be stereotypical, but I have lots of favorite Bravo shows. There's always going to be something that suffers. But those are just choices that we have to make in our everyday lives, and as to whether or not the sacrifices are worth it. But as long as you work hard and make sure that you are better versed than anybody else in the room on whatever the particular subject matter is, I think that people will respect you. Even if you're a woman and you're with a room full of men, just expect that you are going to have to know more than they will oftentimes in order to be respected. But, I always say to people, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So don't consent. I think it's a combination between affordable childcare, which is a real struggle for people around this state and this country, but especially for women. It makes it very, very difficult for them to pursue their job goals when it's so hard for them to find daycare that they can afford or childcare for their kids. It's a real barrier. But the other thing I would say is this: reproductive rights. We're seeing an assault on the reproductive rights of women in the state and all across the country. And until women have true bodily autonomy and the ability to make their own decisions about their own bodies, that could be, birth control, access to birth control, or access to abortion, and the right to make those decisions without the government intervening, it's going to be a real struggle. If women are not treated equally in terms of the rights that they have over their bodies, then they're never going to really have economic justice either.